guys, it's Roger from Shadowlight Paratube, and if any of you have ever gone to invest with me, like some of the guys that are my friends on Facebook or people that I've worked with here, you know that I like to modify stuff. And here's a few little modifications I did to the SJ4000, which allows you to use accessory lights, infrared lights, or camera lights by mounting cold shoe clips to the housings, the waterproof one and also the open shell housing on the SJ4000. So hopefully it's something that you guys can use, and hopefully this helps you out. All right, so here I have my camera lights, infrared light and a regular camera light. I have the waterproof housing for the SJ4000, and I have the skeleton housing is what they call it for the SJ4000. And then I have this little clip that I made to hold the battery, and then hold the dark spot eliminator, which connects to here, that I can use it like on the POV cam or whatever, so when it's facing me. So I have some illumination while I'm using it to record my face. And so let's get to it. Here you can see on the skeleton housing, I have attached a cold shoe clip right on the tab that holds the SJ4000 in place. And what I did is I took a very, very small screwdriver. Let's see if we can focus here. Very small screwdriver. Okay, and I used it to pre-drill out the holes, literally by just getting it in there and just kind of wallowing out the plastic all the way through until I got a hole that was small enough so that the screw could go through, but it could still bite the plastic housing and not come loose. And I did that with 3 of those there. What I did is actually flipped it around. I broke the tab off of this one on the end so I can use the back side instead of the front side, so it could mount all 3 screws and it could hold it a lot better. The other waterproof housing was actually a little more difficult to do because it has that locking clasp. But what I did is I took one end and I cut it off with the Dremel tool, so that way you could cross over the little lock and the little hinge. And then I just kind of centered it and did the same thing, marked the holes and then wallowed it out with a little screwdriver. And what I had to do on the back is actually, even on the skeleton housing, I had to cut the screw so it wouldn't scratch the camera, and in this case it wouldn't scratch the housing. This other screw was pretty hidden well inside the little plastic thing, so I didn't chop it up. But that's how I attached the cold shoe on the waterproof housing. It does not affect how it works at all. And then I'll go back here. What I had to do is I had to cut the screws, made them much shorter, and then I took some sandpaper, a real small file, and just kind of took all the burrs out so it's pretty flat. That way it doesn't scratch the camera. Very sturdy. It's very, very cool that you can just have your cold shoe to put your accessories on, like the light, and you see the cold shoe. Okay, so now I'm gonna, if you give me a second, I'll mount some lights so you can see what they look like. All right, so here we go. I have the waterproof housing, which isn't waterproof because I took the little plastic lens out of here because I didn't like the glare that I got. But it still protects the camera pretty good, and the lens. And here it is. Here's the infrared light mounted on. I'm shaking it. It's pretty sturdy. It's perfect. It doesn't add too much weight, and it's mounts very easily. I use an L bracket, and it's a pretty ingenious thing I figured out, so I'm pretty happy with it. Here's the skeleton housing, and this is what I use when I use a POV cam. And you can see I just kind of took a clip off of an old light that I destroyed and made it work with this 9-volt clip. And I attached it to the top of the skeleton housing, and it works perfect for what I need it for. And hopefully this helps you guys out and gives you an idea of what you might be able to do if you like to mess around with stuff and make things a little more usable. So thanks for watching, guys, and like I said, hope this helps you out.